Sega's Game Gear wasn't nearly as successful as its chief competitor, Nintendo's Game Boy, was, but you wouldn't know that looking at all the Sonic games released for the system. The Game Gear actually had more Sonic games than the Sega Genesis did. The Game Gear had 12 games, while the Genesis only had 7. Today, let's take a look at some more classic spin-off games, this time from the Game Gear era. While Sonic Spinball and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine did have Game Gear ports, we're going to focus on original titles exclusive to the Game Gear. We're also going to finally answer the mystery of why Sonic needs to drive a car. Sonic Drift and Sonic Drift 2 are a pair of racing games released in 1994 and 1995 respectively for the Game Gear. The original Sonic Drift was released exclusively in Japan, while Sonic Drift 2 was later released worldwide. All things considered, they're basically the same game, though Drift 2 has more characters and stages. Gameplay is similar to earlier Sega racing games Hang On and Outrun, with the screen layout seemingly inspired by Super Mario Kart. The first game had 4 characters: Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Eggman, while the second adds Knuckles, Metal Sonic, and Fang the Sniper from Sonic Triple Trouble. The second game also comes with 18 tracks compared to the first game's 6. As the cover and title would both suggest, Sonic and friends drive cars in these games. This leads clueless fans to wonder why the fastest hedgehog in the world would ever drive a car. This question comes up every time a new Sonic racing game comes out, and it never stops annoying me. The reason Sonic drives a car in racing games is because why wouldn't he? Driving cars is fun, and helps make it an even race for even the slowest of Eggmen. When you're a blue hedgehog who can run faster than the speed of sound, wouldn't racing be kind of pointless? Even from a business perspective, it just makes sense to make a mascot kart racer out of a series whose main character loves going fast. Sonic Drift is a little light on content, which is likely why Sega kept it as a Japan exclusive. The sequel features much more content, with almost double the amount of characters and many more tracks. They're great throwbacks to the Sega arcade games of the 80s, and the second one should be a staple of any fan's Game Gear library. I really don't have much to say about this next game. It's probably one of the most baffling Sonic games I've ever played. Sonic Labyrinth was released in November 1995 exclusively for the Sega Game Gear. The story of the game has Robotnik stealing Sonic's shoes, apparently the source of all his power, which leaves him slowed down immensely. This was the story the back of the box claimed anyway. It always confused me as a kid because you can clearly see Sonic wearing his trademark shoes both on the box and in the game. The game takes place in an isometric world rather than a side-scrolling one, so for the first time Sonic can go in multiple directions instead of just left and right. The objective is to collect keys around each stage in order to progress to the next one. The game bears a strong resemblance to the 80s arcade game Marble Madness, which used a trackball controller. Sonic Labyrinth also bears a resemblance to a later Sonic game, one that also features an isometric perspective, a little game called Sonic 3D Blast. While 3D Blast is somewhat enjoyable, Labyrinth is nowhere near. The controls are clunky, Sonic slides around too much, and the small screen of the Game Gear makes it hard to see much of what's going on. While we all know that Robotnik stealing Sonic's shoes thing was a lie, what was no lie was how slow this game is. Not even just Sonic, the whole game is slow and draining. While Labyrinth might be the worst Sonic game ever made, I give it props for trying something new. The Game Gear always interested me more than the Genesis because the Sonic games were more exciting. Of course I wanted to play a Sonic racing game reminiscent of Hang On. I would play that game for hours and wish that the Genesis got a version of it. The interesting thing about Sonic's Game Gear games is that they weren't really re-released much, especially when compared to the Genesis games. They were included with both Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Mega Collection Plus, as well as appearing on the 3DS's Virtual Console. Sega puts out a Genesis collection for every platform at some point or another. It's weird they wouldn't try to dip into any Game Gear nostalgia. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos. If you really like us, subscribe to our Patreon to catch all our future videos first. Peace out.